Dear viewers, let me start with a scene. It is Tuesday evening around 5 pm. You leave Pune thinking you will be in Mumbai by dinner, or you leave Mumbai hoping to reach Lonavala before it gets dark. Google Maps shows red, but hey, it always does. You move anyway. Then the car stops. Not slows down, stops. Minutes pass, then an hour, then two. Your fuel gauge drops. Kids in the back seat start crying. Elderly passengers step out to stretch because sitting is worse than standing. Some people switch off engines entirely, others don't dare. Nobody knows what is ahead. By midnight, WhatsApp groups are full of panic. By morning, the word spreads. People were stuck for 7, 10, even 15 hours on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway. This wasn't traffic, this was paralysis. Hello, I'm Tejas and you're watching Honest Take on Lokmat Times. In today's episode, let us discuss the Mumbai-Pune Expressway nightmare, the underlying causes for the traffic chaos, and what solutions could help them solve. But before we start, please do subscribe to Lokmat Times and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Here is what actually happened. Near the Adoshi Tunnel in the Khandala Ghat section, a gas tanker overturned while descending the slope. Not just any tanker, it was carrying propylene, a highly flammable industrial gas. One spark, one wrong move, and you're not looking at a traffic jam. You're looking at a disaster. Gas started leaking. Authorities had no choice. They shut the Mumbai-bound carriageway completely. Traffic from both directions was awkwardly pushed onto the Pune-bound side for barely 2 kilometers. Imagine squeezing highway traffic into half a road inside a ghat at peak hour. The result was inevitable. Cars piled up, trucks stalled, engines overheated, clutches burned out, and because the gas kept leaking, clearance wasn't quick. It wasn't even possible. The accident happened around 5 pm on February 3rd, that is yesterday. The expressway was still choked till today morning. 15 hours later, officials were still telling people, don't come here. Take Tamini, take Marshij, take the train. An expressway that is supposed to save time was officially abandoned. This wasn't bad luck. This was inevitable. This wasn't a freak incident. This was the system collapsing exactly the way it has been collapsing for months now. January 24th, 8 hours stuck because of road work and an accident. Christmas weekend, 3-hour jams. November, 7 to 8 hours through the Borghat. July last year, a brake failure, 22 vehicles smashed, 1 death. Different dates, same location. Khandala, Lonavala, Adoshi Tunnel, Khalapur Toll. Different excuses, same outcome. People stuck, lives disrupted, zero accountability. At some point, you stop calling this coincidence. The weakest link of Mumbai-Pune Expressway isn't traffic volume alone. It is geography. The Khandala-Lonavala Ghat section, barely 20 kilometers long, climbs steeply, twists sharply, and compresses vehicles into narrow curves with almost no room for error. One breakdown here doesn't slow traffic, it freezes it. Add merging traffic from old highway, add trucks crawling uphill, add cars overheating, and suddenly 6 lanes behave like 2. Officials quietly admit this stretch handles traffic meant for 10 lanes. The road was built in 2002, the traffic belongs to 2026. That mismatch is now brutal. Then there is lack of lane discipline and enforcement problem. Every regular commuter knows this, but nobody in power wants to say it out loud. Lane discipline on this expressway is joke. Heavy trucks are supposed to stay left. They don't. They crawl in the middle lanes, sometimes the right. Cars weave dangerously. Speed differences multiply. One tap on the brakes become a chain reaction. The highway police occasionally run drives, fine a few thousand trucks, issue press releases. Then it's back to normal. Toll booths work perfectly. Traffic management disappears. Efficiency where money is involved. Silence where enforcement is required. There is another layer to this chaos, breakdowns. In bumper-to-bumper traffic on a steep incline, engines overheat, clutches burn, vehicles simply give up. And when they do, there is nowhere to push them aside. No shoulders, no emergency bays, no quick response units in sight. One dead car becomes a dead lane. One dead lane becomes a dead highway. This is how a minor issue turns into a 7-hour nightmare. Now, about the project that is supposed to save us all. The missing link project is real. It is massive, it is impressive, and yes, it will help. A new 13.3 kilometer alignment that completely bypasses the Ghat. India's longest road tunnel, India's tallest cable-stayed bridge. travel time cut by 25 to 30 minutes. The last time I heard of it, it was about 94% complete with a projected opening around mid-2026. But let's be honest, this is relief, not a cure, because the moment that link opens, traffic will rush into it, and without discipline, enforcement and planning, saturation will return. Infrastructure alone doesn't fix mismanagement. Now let's come to the important questions. Why does action only happen after chaos? Why aren't heavy vehicles restricted during weekend peak hours? Why aren't real-time alerts pushed before people enter the expressway? Why aren't incident response teams stationed permanently at known choke points? Why is everything reactive? The Maharashtra State Road Development Corporation (MSRDC) talks about future expansion. 10 lanes, rupees 14,000 crore, completion by 2030. That's fine. Necessary even. But what about now? What about yesterday? What about the next long weekend? People don't need grand vision statements while sitting inside cars for 10 hours. They need basics to work. So here is my honest take. The Mumbai-Pune Expressway is no longer just a road. It's a stress test of governance, of enforcement, of planning versus reality. Every massive jam is a reminder that we have built speed corridors without building systems to manage speed, volume, or emergencies. Until lane discipline is enforced every day, not just after headlines, until heavy vehicles are managed intelligently, until real-time traffic control becomes proactive, until accountability exists beyond toll collection, this will keep happening. And one day, we may not be talking about inconvenience, we may be talking about catastrophe. Yesterday was a warning. The question is simple. Is anyone listening? That's all for today's honest take with me, Tejas. If you liked this video and found it important, please do share it, comment on it, and keep watching Lokmat Time for more such stories.